The SpinnerMod is a container mod, which means there's a container nested inside of it. Anything that we put in this container will spin. Let's begin with the user prefs. RPM stands for rotations per minute. It determines how fast our object will spin. Spin clockwise is exactly what it says. If it's checked, then our object will spin clockwise. If it's unchecked, then our object will spin counterclockwise. Spin on startup will make our object start spinning at the start of the game. Looping will make our object spin continuously. If you uncheck this option, the object will only spin once. Start delay allows us to delay the start of the spin animation by a specified amount of time in seconds. Show axis allows us to see the blue axis line even when the SpinnerMod isn't selected. Sound effect is optional. If you drag an audio file in this field, then it will play continuously while the object is spinning. There are 3 events. Spinning started happens anytime the spinning is started. Spinning paused happens anytime the spinning is paused. Reset and stopped happens anytime the spinning is both reset and stopped. Let's have a little fun. First, we need something to spin. I'll create a 3D cube for that. Since our cube will be moving, I'm going to add a rigid body, and since it's not going to be moving by physics, I'm going to make it kinematic. I'll also turn off gravity. Next, we need to drop a SpinnerMod into our scene. I'll click on Show Axis so that we can see the blue axis line while we're making adjustments. The blue line represents the axis the object will be spinning around. I'll leave the rest of the options as they are. I'll position the SpinnerMod so that it's in the center of our cube. Since the center of rotation is in the center of the cube will appear to spin. Now that the SpinnerMod and the cube are both positioned properly, we need to put the cube into the SpinnerMod's container. The SpinnerMod's container is what will actually be spinning. Since our cube is now a child of it, it too will spin. Let's click on play and see what happens. As you can see, our cube is now spinning. Let's make an adjustment. Let's move the cube slightly away from the SpinnerMod and then see what happens. Since the center of rotation is at a distance from our cube now orbits around our SpinnerMod. Let's be creative and drop another SpinnerMod into our scene. Let's set the RPM to 3 and make it spin counterclockwise. Now let's put the other SpinnerMod into this SpinnerMod's container and see what happens. As you can see, you can put SpinnerMods into other SpinnerMods. You could create a working solar system this way, where each planet has its own rotational spin as they orbit around the sun. Let's do one more thing. Let's rotate the first SpinnerMod so that it's tilted a little bit. What do you think it's going to look like now? Let's press play and see what happens. That's about all I have for you in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it.